In this session, we are going to discuss about the business ratios. What is a business ratio? Business ratio is actually a measurement which is done on the financial statement using the different aspects of a financial account in order to measure the performance of the business. It is, we can say that financial business ratios, they are very important financial management instruments or financial management tools which is done on the financial statement in order to derive certain conclusion, to take certain decisions for the business. So these ratios, they throw light on the number of performance of the business, financial and operational elements of the business, etc. So these business ratios are very comprehensively used to analyze the business condition or business health, maybe in terms of the profitability, maybe the cash availability, maybe the earning for the shareholders, and debt equity ratio. There is a diverse variety of ratios that are to be studied in order to measure the financial health of a company. So before we go into detail about understanding the different business ratios, the tools, the formulas, and how to use them, we will first discuss the uses of these business ratios, the uses or the utility of the business ratios. The first and foremost most important use is the financial analysis. That is, these ratios are very widely used in order to evaluate a company's overall performance and health. Finding the trends and areas for improvement is made easier by making the comparison analysis over time and also against industry benchmark. So we use these to analyze the condition, maybe in the past, and on the basis of that we try to just forecast the situation, that how will it be transformed, how it will be utilized in order to transform the situation in the future. So the first most wide use of ratio is doing the financial analysis or analyzing the finances of the company. Second important use is to assess the liquid position in the company. That is, assess the cash availability of cash, or how quickly that other current assets or receivables can be converted into liquid form. That is another important part. So quick and current ratios, maybe one are few examples. Quick ratios, current ratio, and there are many more which are very useful in assessing the company's short-term liquidity and capacity to pay its debt also. So in order to evaluate the company's capacity to pay short-term liabilities with its short-term assets, we go for calculating the ratios which are helpful in assessing the liquidity position of the business. Actually, liquidity means cash which the business needs always to pay its beat out its liabilities. So these ratios, that is quick ratio or current ratio, they help us to know that what is the actual liquidity position, or what is the actual position of cash in the business which can be utilized to pay out the liability. Third is this ratio. They help in calculating the profitability of the business. Profitability of the business means that, for example, whatever capital is invested into the business, it is utilized to produce the goods and services and then sold it into the market at certain given price. The price is often taken up higher than the cost, and the difference between the price and cost is called the profit. So that profit has to be paid out to the owner after making certain adjustments. So here there are certain concepts. For example, return on equity means what every shareholder uh, or the equity holder will be getting uh, back on his investment into the business. So ROE, with the help of the ratio analysis, we can calculate the return on equity and also return on the asset. That is how much money or how much profits are earned on the given respective investment through equity or capital, and similarly how much return is on the assets. Not only this, we also calculate we also measure the profitability. After that, we calculate or we check out the effectivity or effectiveness and assets management. That is the effectiveness with which a business manages its assets can be calculated using some ratios such as the turnover ratio, account receivable turnovers, and maybe inventory turnover ratio. Increased turnover rates are frequently a sign of efficient resource use. Actually, how effectively our assets are managed, that can be worked out. That is whether they are utilized optimally or not, or they are left unutilized. We have number of ratios as already mentioned, example asset turnover, account receivable turnover, etc., etc. Then how many times these assets are utilized, in what a way they can be. Once knowing it, if the ratio analysis results in the poor management, then maybe steps can be taken to improve the assets management in a more versatile way. Next is debt management and solvency. Debt ratio. Debt ratio, actually it is used to compute the company's leverage and its capacity to pay interest to its debt. Uh, Maybe we have debt to equity ratio, we have interest coverage ratio. These ratios help us to find out the ratio between the debt and the equity. And if the equity is higher than the debt, that means there is a capacity of the business to pay out its debt smoothly. It has that arrangement in terms of equity. So we must understanding the company's solvency and financial risk requires, knowing the debt management and the solvency, because see, it is. The business remains solvent or business sustainably works only and only when all its funds are managed to the optimum level, and all the payment that have to be done to the debtors or to those who have given loan to the business, that is done on time, because on this depends maybe future goodwill and future confidence level of the stakeholders into the on the business. And therefore this debt management, it helps us understand the company's solvency as well as we come to know the financial risk that is involved in the business and how to overcome that. Next is investors' decision making. That is, ratios are used by investors to help them make wise investing selections. Because maybe financial ratio, they give you an overview of the business's financial situation, and once you know the financial situation, you can evaluate the performance in comparison to the competitors or industry averages. And at the same time, you can also evaluate the performance in comparison to the past years also. That is what the company has been providing, what the company has been earning in the past. So are we investing wisely in a similar way? So that those decisions can be made on the basis of certain ratios. After that, the next is it helps in assessing the credit worthiness of the creditors, of the lenders, of people who are, to whom we are granting the goods on credit. So, before granting the credits, or lenders and creditors, we can assess the company's, credit worthiness using the different ratios. They are very useful in evaluating the risk of providing the money to a specific company. There are certain ratios which can be used in order to find out the financial health of the other corporates or the other parties or the other stakeholders who will be investing in us, or who will be, on whom I will be giving on credit, goods and services on credit, whether we should go for it or not. This ratio analysis helps us to analyze. Next is forecasting and budgeting. In the process of forecasting and budgeting, the ratios are used, obviously, because uh, these ratios, they study the past data, that has already been that has already taken place, maybe the previous year's profits, the previous year balance sheet. These data can be utilized to be calculated. On the basis of these data, we can calculate the ratio analysis, and these ratio analysis uh, those results can be used for budgeting in future and forecasting the situations, because this ratio analysis, they also help in establishing the reasonable financial objectives, assessing how well those objectives are being met, and modifying the plans of action in light of emerging financial patterns. Uh, and obviously, when we are not only, it's not only forecasting and budgeting, it can also help us in making our decisions, taking decisions, strategic decisions, because these ratio analysis figures or result, they talk a lot about the financial position, and if there is if they allocate the discrepancy, or if they indicate some problem in a situation, that decision can be made immediately, that how to improve. Ratios can be used, for instance, maybe by a businessman, to determine whether new initiatives are feasible or not. Maybe he can analyze the cost cutting strategies, or allocate resources as efficiently as possible. So this way, these tools, these ratios can be used for making the decision by the management. Uh, Ratio analysis also can go for benchmarking. That is, business frequently they use industry benchmark in order to assess how they perform in relation to other businesses in the given industry. This aids in determining the areas in which a business might be overperforming. We also understand what are the gray areas of the business where it is underperforming, or we can compare it with the competitors, and we just set the benchmarks that, okay, we have to follow these path, and we have to reach these goals or attain these objectives. So ratio analysis, once you know, and you know the results of the ratio analysis, they will be indicating whether you have a poor health, or whether the business has a good health, and accordingly we will be maybe we benchmark things, and we plan the strategies accordingly. They are also used to evaluate the organization's operational management, including the stock turnover and receivable turnover. So, increased profitability and cost reductions are possible outcomes of the improving efficiency ratio. And finally, the ratio analysis help in they offer important information about the company's financial risk. Uh, and once you come to understand and once you come to know that these risks are prevailing, these financial risks are prevailing in the business or they might occur, then strategic planning and risk management both will be depending upon this information. Because once we know that these risks are the risks are there, we can see it from the figures that soon maybe we are going to get some financial crisis or we are coming to, and on time before those situations actually occur, we take very strategic decisions in order to improve or in order to work upon the situation, and so that we do not come to those crises. Before even coming to those crises, we take your steps or measures to take a corrective action and revert back to a better situation. So this helps us in risk management also. So after understanding these comprehensive list of uses of business ratios, we can sum up that they are widely applicable in a variety of contexts related to financial management, decision making, and performance assessment. Businesses utilize them to evaluate their financial standing, make wise choices, draw in investors, and also negotiate the intricate world of corporate operation. So after understanding the uses of business ratio, let us understand the importance. By now, you must be understanding that they are very essential measurements that offer very detailed and insightful information about many facets of the performance and financial well-being of an organization. And therefore, the significance or the importance are importance of business ratio. They have a multiple important domain which may be discussed as follows. To begin with, the business ratios are important to evaluate the performance of a business. It gives an overview of the company's financial health, which is very useful in evaluating its overall performance. Comparative study throughout the time enables a stockholder to spot the patterns and gauge target progress. Next, not only the performance, it also talks a lot about the financial health, whether the business is running into a sick mode, or it is healthy, or it is good enough. So it is very useful in evaluating the soundness and stability of the company's finances. They provide the early detection or on time detection of warning indicators, such as maybe high debt levels of business, or maybe insufficient liquidity in the business, which enables or helps the businessman to take preventive action to deal with the possible problems that are going to come maybe in near future, which can be assessed with the help of the ratio analysis. Uh, Indicating the financial health, then and there, they offer quantitative information also for assessing various strategic possibilities, which helps with decision making. Ratios are a useful tool for managers to evaluate how the decision may affect the profitability, efficiency maybe, proficiency maybe, and also overall financial health. And ratio analysis, it talks a lot about the business health, and when it talks a lot, it tells about the strength and weaknesses of the business. And therefore, before making any investment, the investors or the shareholders, they always use this ratio analysis to evaluate the company's performance and financial standing. Ratios that are clear and advantageous, they can attract cash and inspire confidence in the investors. And at the same time, these ratios can be utilized or can be used at the time of granting credit or loans, or maybe to lenders or creditors, and at that time we can assess a company's credit worthiness using this ratio. So a company's capacity to obtain advantageous financial arrangements or financial requirement might be improved with a solid set of ratio. It talks about uh, the efficiency related ratios. There are such as receivable and inventory turnover aid. This helps the company in streamlining their processes. Increased profitability and cost reductions are possible outcomes of improved efficiency ratio. The ratio analysis also help businessmen to plan strategically, because it acts as a very crucial tool for strategic planning, because they support the process for determining the areas of improvement, establishing reasonable financial goals, and coordinating business plans with the financial targets. And when you are planning strategically, when you know the situation on time, it will also help in controlling the risk, because maybe ratio analysis help us to indicate the maybe monetary hazards which are linked to the company. By keeping an eye on the important ratio, management can always detect possible problems in future at an early stage and put their risk reduction plan into action. Then we it is important for benchmarking with your competitors, with the players who are already in the field, because you know your condition, and you can also use these ratio to understand the financial health of your competitors. In that case, when you use them as a to benchmark against the competitors, you can perform accordingly. Your goals and objectives are set accordingly. This will aid in identifying the areas of strength or weakness and direct the strategic decision making. The ratio analysis also, they help the managers distribute their resources more efficiently. That is, business can decide where to devote financial resources for most impact by knowing how efficient different operation components are. There is uh, ratios are a very common language, form a common language between all the stakeholders. They communicate, they talk about the company, so they provide a very common platform for all, in terms of analysis. Maybe it is also used by all kinds of investors, lenders, and management. So that means it offers a uniform method of communicating the financial data. And therefore we see that how they provide a link between the stakeholders and the company. Maybe it the banker, may it be the investors, may it be the government auditors, anybody. So they form a language, they communicate about the company. Next is there is constant, if you keep your ratios for monitoring purposes on regular basis, then it will help your business to adopt a mindset of continual improvement, because it will always motivate the management to find whenever they find the areas of inefficiencies, they will be willingly making some quick adjustments in order to pursue the financial excellence. This also helps in forecasting and budgeting. So maybe we can forecasting in budgeting, because when ratios are studied on the past data, they can be used for predicting predicting the future things, that what is going to happen. They assist in establishing the reasonable financial goals, monitoring the progress toward those goals, and modifying the plans in light of changing market conditions. So, after understanding the uses and the importance, we can always come to a conclusion, or we can always say that business ratios, no doubt, they are very essential for the financial analysis, decision making, and general administration of the company. Their importance come from their capacity to reduce convoluted financial data into actionable measures that serves as the basis for risk mitigation, strategic planning, and long-term expansion. So, this is all about the importance and uses of business ratios. Uh, in the next session, we will discuss in detail all different kinds of ratio tools that are applied in order to assess the business. Thank you for this. Thank you.